I think Margaret is a constant ray of sunshine to people. She never changes. She remembers small things about people. That kind of person-centred approach where she absolutely meets people where they need her to meet them. That's
Margaret is just such a natural doing Bookbug, doing the stories, doing all the rhymes. She is just such a great person. Everybody joins in. She's got everybody joining in.
From being an admin assistant in here, I used to listen to the fun that they had at Wee Stars on a Friday, and then they started with Bookbug. And when I stopped working, when I retired, I started volunteering with the Star Project, and I just love it.
Certainly, the Star Project was established in 1999, so we've been going for nearly 27 years now. We were established to support individuals that are experiencing poverty and related stigma. We do an awful lot of creative and cultural work. We find that working with our families and individuals, that speaks to them more. They feel more comfortable and confident to express themselves through creativity.
I think at first it's probably like when you go to anywhere first time, you're always a bit apprehensive. You know, are you going to fit in? Is anybody going to speak to me? So we always think if we get new people, you know, you don't want to particularly crowd them. But eventually, as they come more and more often, they get into it. And when we do Bookbug, they'll come and sit and they'll take the toys out of the bag and that sort of thing. So that's really rewarding when you see that.
Well, I do Bookbug and Wee Stars with her on a Friday. It started off with me obviously coming down with my youngest wee girl, and then I just fell in love with coming down when she went nursery, and I decided to volunteer because of the impact Margaret has, joining in with the kids and how welcoming. So I thought, well, do you know what, she'll rub off on me, so that's kind of the good thing about it. Well, certainly for me, I was much less isolated. I could actually come to Bookbug because I couldn't go to Bookbug. Bookbug was in our local library. My son's neurodivergent, so by the time I got my son to the local library, that was a sensory overload. They were also a bit busier, and I couldn't tell him who was going to be there. And I was very much at the point that I didn't want to have to explain like how I walked in. I just wanted it accepted. So that's absolutely what the Star and what Margaret's all about. You don't need to explain anything. You don't need to do anything. When you walk in, we accept you. That's it.
Margaret had worked with a family that had been struggling. The daughter was selective mute.
She came every week and we played together and we read books and I would read to her.
Margaret had worked week in, week out, been constant, been consistent with her. The book that they were reading at the time shouted out the last line of it. And we got to, and Margaret turned to the young girl and said, "Are you going to tell me the last line?" And she ran round the labyrinth into the middle and shouted it. And it was exactly what everybody needed. We were so proud because that was the first time we'd heard the wee girl speak.
Perhaps she is the one that I have had the most effect on. But I never think of me of having an effect on anybody because I just don't. You know, I just do what I love to do, and to be with them and to play with them and to feed them snacks and give them things that perhaps they don't always get at home.
I think she's a worthy winner because of the way she is with the kids, the way she does Bookbug. She makes the kids laugh when she does it every time. But yeah, she's definitely a worthy winner in my eyes as well because she's always there for all the families and the kids.
I couldn't think of anyone else to give it to. She's just fun-loving, caring, just amazing, just that buzz, her personality.
She's always well listened to. A lot of the kids sometimes, when others are saying, can be a bit boisterous, but when Margaret's there, we always sit and listen and join in the songs.
She just comes across so natural to her when she's sitting there playing the story or doing all the wee songs and that. It's so natural to her.
It was indeed a huge surprise to be the winner of the Bookbug Award, and I am greatly honoured, and I feel very privileged to to have received this award. It was something I never expected, I never knew it about, but I am very proud to be a part of it.
She is absolutely, she's always been our hero in more ways than one, but she's a Bookbug hero because she really understands the stories and the families, and she brings them together in a really magical way.